Hello everyone, this is Joking Games. We are back with Fatal Frame 5. It's been several days since the incident at the inn. Hisoka is out on a case. A young girl comes to the shop and finds a worried Yuri. Yuri is given a missing person case, something Hisoka forbade. In other words, she didn't want her to do it. Okay. So you can use points to kind of make things easier for yourself. Oh, I actually didn't want any of these. Okay. I'm hoping these are just things you buy and not things that I start out with. Second drop, Mount Hikami, Yuri Kozikata. A few days have passed since Yuri's introduction to the shadow reading at the inn. Since then, Hisoka has gone off somewhere and hasn't returned. Yuri worries, but isn't sure how or where to start searching. As she sits waiting at the antique shop, a girl named Fuyahi Himeno shows up, claiming to have enlisted Hisoka to help her find a missing person. So I was able to turn off the rumble, which is great. You can also change the language to Japanese, which is absolutely awesome. I think the Japanese voice acting is better, but we'll continue with English since I've never played it in English before. Wow, this place is neat. So this is a little antique shop. This must be where Hisoka works. All kinds of cameras and tea sets. I love the vibe of this place.
I'm
Who's
looking
this girl?
for Hisoka Kurosawa. Is she here?
Oh, I'm sorry, but she stepped out.
My name is Fuyuhi Himeno.
Okay.
I've been waiting for her to tell me if she could help me find someone. I still haven't got a reply from her.
You're looking
Sorry
for
to
someone?
hear.
She might have gone to the mountain. Mount Hikami.
So she knows.
Mount Hikami.
Someone told me that they saw my friend there.
They saw her go up the mountain?
It's an infamous suicide spot, isn't it?
That's not good, though.
I don't know why Haruka would go to a place like that.
Right.
And without even saying a word to me.
So we're looking for a person named Haruka.
Don't worry. As soon as Hisoka gets back, I'll tell her.
No, that's fine. I can't wait any longer. I'll go look for her myself.
She's gonna head up out there, but that's dangerous.
Huh? Come back!
A missing person case? Hisoka left a few days ago and hasn't been back. Maybe this is what she's been working on. Hisoka's room is upstairs. Maybe she left clues to her whereabouts. So we can head upstairs. The other thing that's different about this Fatal Frame compared to the other ones is, oh wait. I thought we could check the phone. What could we check? Oh. These drawers seem to be where the shop receipts and financial records are kept. I've not taken a proper look through them yet. The other thing... Let's see. Let's check things out. The pendulum of the grandfather clock swings slowly. The clock itself is broken, but it works well as a decoration. Hisoka said she likes the rhythmic sound of the pendulum and the chimes that mark the hour. The other thing I was thinking about... Wow, this is so neat. The road in front of the shop leads to Mount Hikami. It was built for tourists, but the only people who use it now are the people who live here. Or people looking for suicide, unfortunately. It's a clock with a large bell. The cupboard is filled with cups people don't use anymore. Here's the wash closet. Nope, what was that? The radio is set as a decoration. The tuner doesn't work, so it only ever puts out white noise. What I was trying to say is the only other thing that's different about this game compared to the other ones is it's more episodic. I mean, there are chapters in the other one, but I feel like they're more open-ended. This one seems a little bit more linear, which is fine. I mean, it's just a different way of presenting it, and it makes it more approachable to newcomers. A book about Mount Hikami was lying on the bookshelf. It seems to be about the rumors surrounding it as a spiritual activity site. How does a place become famed for suicide? As more people die, the place will gain a reputation, and people are drawn to these spots out of desire not to be alone. Interestingly, these suicide spots are rarely known as hotspots for spiritual activity. This is what makes Mount Hikami distinct. It has a tradition of suicide and has long been associated with ghost sightings. Then there are the so-called Maidens of Blackwater. It is said that if you are found by one of those maidens, they will lead you to your death. Those caught in the gaze may never again leave the mountain, so the rumors go. There are tales of specters who relive their own deaths. Those who do not die in accordance with the practices become cursed, forced to relive their final moments for eternity. That sounds awful. Many of the people who have been kept committing suicide on Mount Hikami claim to have seen a maiden or one of those looping specters and felt a strong compulsion to kill themselves. Perhaps it is because of these stories of maidens and ghosts that the mountains continue to be a popular spot for those looking to take their own life. Yeah. So, there's something about this mountain that draws both ghosts and people unfortunately looking to end it. A book about Mount Hikami. It seems to be about the traditions. Mount Hikami has long been feared to be haunted in the past. It was said that the sleeping with one's feet facing the mountain was taboo. Watching the sunset behind the mountain, too, was believed to invite forth beings of the netherworld. Today, the mountain is said to call those fascinated by death. Countless rumors abound of people spirited away to the accursed peak. They are said to venture the mountain alone, leaving behind no traces of themselves. Some say the bodies of those who vanished can be found at the bottom of the Lake of Departed on the mountain's summit. Since becoming a tourist destination, the prevalence of frightening tales did seem to diminish. Even so, despite its status as a tourist hotspot, Mount Hikami yet to shake the reputation as the cursed mountain and a place of death. Today, it has become a popular place with which to commit suicide. I do feel like the newer translations, I think, have made this a little bit more suicide focused. It might just be me overthinking it, but I feel like the Wii U one didn't have as much mention of suicide. Like, it was there, but it wasn't, like, constant. But maybe I'm just misremembering. That could have been Nintendo. Trying to smooth out some of the edges. Wow. Gonna open a drawer. Find some clothes. Nothing of interest. A pretty kimono hangs on the rack. Nice. This is a nice little room. This place is very cool. I would love to stay in like a little house like this. I think it'd be neat. Right by the mountainside. That'd be so cool. You could go fishing in the morning. I wonder if you went to the mountain during the day if it wasn't so haunted. A small potted plantain lily sits on a dresser. Neat. Can we go in here? Yeah. Nice. This is Hisoka's room. She likes the traditional style. It's very cute. Pick up. A folder reading lost items sits on the desk. Looks like it's bound by string. These seem to be the notes from Hisoka's shadow reading. Missing item diary. Token photo of the deceased. Locate mother's diary. Client seeks info on their late mother. Relates to a deceased individual. Apply caution. The caretaker had burned the diary at her request. Okay. So these are files of her job. So it looks like she finds things for people or connects to like people that have been affected by spirits. So it's kind of like a medium. Missing items, storeroom key, photo of the deceased. Locate the storeroom key. Item is lost. Token and item belong to deceased. Item located had been hidden by the client's parent. A diamond ring. It was in the ring box. They wanted to find it. The date of the wedding was approaching. They found it on the desk. Missing item album. The postmortem photograph. Oh, this was for Ren. This was the one we just did. Reference material for a book about the traditional practice in the Mount Hikami area. It was a bad location, but minimal danger. Client is an acquaintance, so she knows him. They found it in an old building. The shadow attempted to drag Yuri toward the netherworld. I should have went alone and not taken her. Must warn Yuri to stay away. There's a book next to it titled The Art of Shadow Reading. Shadow reading is the ability to read traces of the past, not unlike the ability commonly known as psychometry. By following these traces, it is possible to find things that have gone missing or which were no longer visible, things that are demonstrably there, but for reasons unknown are all but invisible. Things the owner wished to be forgotten, things whose owners have passed away, things that no longer wish to be seen, things drawn partway to the netherworld. Such items are called back to the world of living. Unlike objects, however, people have been spirited away, must not be chased after. In many cases, they have been taken by creatures who linger nearby. Utmost caution must always be applied. Oh look, there's a mirror. That's cool. An old Japanese mirror. I've never liked looking into mirrors. Yeah, it has that like weird waviness to it. An open envelope. The sender's name reads Fuyahi Himeno. This is the missing person request. Maybe it could provide clues to where Hisoka and Fuyahi went. Dear Miss Kurosawa, please find Haruka. She went missing over a week ago. You do still take on missing persons, don't you? I've contacted the police, but they're no help. They say she was spirited away. Haruka wouldn't have gone anywhere without telling me. I'm certain something bad has happened. I can handle my own grief, but I can't stand the thought of her suffering. What if she's waiting for me to find her? I'm worried. Haruka is alive, I know it, but something has to be done. Remember when you found that precious picture of me and Haruka? I was so happy. Now I need your help once again. This was a photograph. Aw, it's cute. Shows Fuyahi looking shy and another girl. They look close.
Hisoka. She must have gone to Mount Hikami to look for this girl.
So she already left the mountain. The sun is slowly setting on Mount Hikami.
A place where many come to take their lives. I'm positive that Fuyuhi must have come here.
Where the darkness reigns. Oh, I'm getting chills. I love this. Mount Hikami. Fuyahi is somewhere on this mountain. We should be able to use this photo to help find her trace. Follow the trail. There we go. Let's see here. Notes updated. You don't have the camera. Oh. They went up this mountain here. Oh, we can sneak under here. To the pool of purification. That sounds super safe. Wow. So this game has a... Oh, there she is. So this game has a new mechanic compared to the other ones. The developer wanted to add water into the game. So as you become... The road is collapsed and the stone stairs are cut off. The old road seems to carry up on the edge of the cliff. We gotta try to find another way around. As you become used to the game, as you start to get wet in the game, you start to see more spirits. So they wanted to add water as a main element of this game. Which I think is really neat, because I always like water in game. Water flowing from the rocks, forming a small pond. Something on the ground. Alright. There's a little map. Whoa! Oh my god. I was not expecting that. Whoa. Okay. Sometimes a ghost hand will appear when you try to reach for an object. Gee, thanks for the warning. Release R2 at the right moment to dodge it. Okay. Well, with that spookiness, I think that's a good spot to wrap up. See you guys next time. Peace.